ranked team in the land, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Demon Deacons will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Chanticleers will snap it on 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now improvising. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll feel the punt and take it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to throw, it's Pitts. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the shotgun, the inside kid. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you get...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And on 2nd down for this offense. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver, still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play and catching the ball.
Quick release on the RPO.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing as a wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. The play action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. He'll just keep slinging it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Scanning the field, it's Pitts. He unleashes a long one. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Works the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. He finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Demon Deacons have moved it inside the 20. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got him, and they convert. Touchdown, Wake Forest. A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
A first down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Chanticleers are in the hurry-up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Defense wants to bring the heat. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. The Chanticleers have a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Here on third down. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. With this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
He's now up to 83 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. He's looking to throw it. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Demon Deacons have pushed it inside the 20. Now the play fake. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Feeling some heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Out of the shotgun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole, This kid could hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the shot to clears will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock,
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, David Deeks. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
you want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The shot that clears will hustle to the line. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the shot that clears will send out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Wake! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires deep on the run. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. Using his legs at Stewart. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front ball to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He makes a grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Demon Deacons will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their heads. And the pass hits. Picked off. Powers through. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the shot to clear is decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Now on the counter. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. He's got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to?
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And the punishment has been extended. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting... And better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. On the move and looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to... Went on 1st down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Holds it in. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
The shot that clears are flying down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Finds a man on the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Get set.
Looking to throw. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're going to throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials... certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
You know, and I think they were in nickel package right there, and I like that because you bring an extra DB on the field. Now is that guy covering, but you can also blitz with him. He can chase down the quarterback and force fourth downs. I love when they bring in nickel package.
Now on first down from the 28. Now they're going to throw it. He's got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The incompletion brings up a second down. The give and tick, 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 tick. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They're trying to eat up some clock here. Ninth play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Snags it. Touchdown, wait. And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. It's complete to the right.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited.
Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. He's into the open down the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but
the freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Firing to the right, complete. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The Chanticleers will call on their punt team. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it